Oftentimes, when students leave their homes to go to college, one of their biggest concerns is missing the fulfilling meals from home. The dining halls at the universities don't always have the best options and sometimes have inefficient meal choices. The diner and South Campus dining halls hours range from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. during the week and 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the weekends. During a 24-hour AMA Ask Me Anything, the director of the dining halls, Colleen Wright Rivera, mentioned that her decision to reduce these hours were due to overcapacity in the dining halls and for her concern for COVID cases. However, the mask mandate has now been removed, yet the hours are still being limited. According to NourishNC.org, 1 in 5 children go hungry or are food insecure. And food insecurity is the state of being without reliable access to a sufficient quantity of affordable, nutritious food. For many children, this means they do not know when or where their next meal is coming from.
Hi, my name is Jada. I live at Pyeongchang. My major is business, and I currently run on the track team here for Maryland.
Hey everyone, my name is Ariana Ely Polito. I'm a sociology major here at the University of Maryland, and I'm currently living at Pyeongchang Resident Hall. Hey, so today I'm going to ask you a series of questions regarding your experience here at the dining hall. So let's get started.
So I wouldn't really say suffer, but I have had moments where I wasn't sure where my next meal was going to come from. Especially today, this is the last day of spring break, and the dining hall is not open until 4, so I had to find food outside of campus for breakfast and lunch.
Most students don't have alternatives when the dining hall closes for the night and have to depend on the late night convenience stores, which means that they have to spend money. But it's very inconvenient when we're already spending so much on these meal plans.
I would definitely say I struggle with food insecurity being in the dorms. Oftentimes I find myself struggling to find like a perfect meal. Sometimes I would go in the dining hall and just would not want to eat at all because of the food choices that they have. They're not very healthy. Me being an athlete, it's hard trying to find healthy choices or just like a quick healthy meal before practice.
Okay, so my second question is, do you know or can you name any other campus resources to help students that suffer with food insecurity?
So I don't know any other resources, but I do know, I just found out last week we have a campus pantry. I would like to have more resources available to figure out where meals can come from, but I don't know anything.
Yeah, and I find that crazy because, we've been here for almost 8 months now, and just being able to find out about the campus pantry, I think that's pretty crazy, don't you think?
Yes.
No, I am not aware of any resources unless I ask someone. I am a transfer student, so me being here, everything's pretty new and I really don't know where to look. I feel as though we lack some resources. Maybe, if there were posters or flyers around campus saying, hey, we have the food pantry, which I recently found out about. I think that would be very beneficial and helpful for new students and freshmen, outside of the dining halls.
Okay, Jetta, do you think that the current dining hall hours affect your accessibility to get food?
Yes. So there are days during the week, I think 2, where I only have time to eat breakfast and dinner. And it's really hard. Before they had the carry-out option, which was a lot easier, but now that I have to go from class straight to practice, there's just no time for me to eat lunch. And that's really difficult. Or I have a lot of assignments to complete, and I realize that, it's past 9 o'clock, like the dining hall is closed. So I wish that the hours were longer, because there are days where I am rushing around and I just don't have time to get a meal in. But yes.
Yeah, and I think with your student athlete background, I think that this can play a big factor on your mental and physical health. I think just being able to know where your next meal is going to come from, especially being a collegiate athlete, I think that plays a big factor. So I like the fact that you mentioned the carry-out option. I think that's something that they should think about implementing again.
Yes.
So can you tell us what meal plan you currently have, and do you think that the meals that you're receiving in these dining halls are worth the meal plan that you are paying for? So I currently have the unlimited meal plan, which allows me to go in any time of the day until it closes. And I don't think that the unlimited plan is worth it, considering the meal choices that they have. Like I said, they're not healthy, and they aren't the best choices, honestly. There's no variety in the food. It's almost the same thing every single day. So sometimes I don't even want to go to the dining halls. I want to switch it up. And one thing that I really feel strongly about is the fact that, so they have removed the mask mandate indoors. So a lot of people are not wearing masks in the dining halls, but it's kind of contradicting because, the masks aren't in effect, but the hours are still limited. So we still have to close the dining hall early, which I find kind of contradicting. So where do we draw the line?
I wanted to give kind of a personal experience about what I'm experiencing with the dining halls. So today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are normally my busiest days of the week, because I have 4 classes starting at 9 all the way to 5 p.m. And in between that time, I have class at 9:30, class at 11, class at 12:30, and then right after that 12:30 class, I have practice from 2 to 4:30. And then right after that 4:30, I have class again at 5, and I don't get out till 6:15. And then right after that, I have to go and try to find food. So I think this is one of the reasons why the dining hall hours should be extended, simply because students have extracurricular activities, or they have jam-packed schedules like I do, and it really just affects my day, and it makes me feel overwhelmed. Sometimes not knowing that I have time to eat. I don't have snacks with me. I probably should invest in snacks. But just days like this and schedules like this can be very overwhelming for a student. And, just knowing that the dining hall closes at 9 rather than maybe 10:30 or 11 just really makes me frustrated sometimes.